Here we go with the countdown. 2, 1. What's up, y'all? Call a friend, because here's what's going on. My name is DJ Vince Adams. I want to welcome you to my virtual venue. In case you've never gone here before or you've never been here before, so many things happen right here at www.twitch.tv/DJ Vince Adams. Now, we know that we've heard the word unprecedented more times in the last 2 years than we've ever heard it before in life. That's because we're in unprecedented times. And the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill of America last year decided to hold their 5th annual, last year was the 5th annual HBCU College Fair right here at my virtual venue. And it was so incredible, and we were able to reach so many people from coast to coast, we decided to do it again for the 6th annual HBCU College Fair happening right here. But you can't party in the dark, right? You can't party in the dark. So let's represent one time and turn on these lights. We got Arizona in the building. I see you one time, AZT. I love it. So I am here in Chicago, but as you can see, we've got Talladega College, TSU, Alabama State, my alma mater, Florida A&M, 11 schools here to represent. But what's an HBCU College Fair without having a good time? So we'll come back to you in about 10 minutes. In order for us to just, bring some good energy, some good vibes. Let's party like we know how to do on the yard. I gotta say, I don't think that you've ever been to an HBCU College Fair that started off like that. Once again, welcome to my virtual venue. My name is DJ Vince Adams. You can see the link for this event right now. It is free to attend, and at the same time, the only thing that a person needs is a website or a web browser that they can just put in that website link, and they are instantly joining and getting this valuable information. But I got to let you know that the Suncoast chapter, I see some rattlers in the building. You know what time it is. But here's the deal. The Suncoast chapter, they put so much time, effort, and energy into this event. And not only do they have a president overall for the chapter, but they also have a team chapter president or a team president for the chapter. And we want to acknowledge both of them right now as they welcome you to this 6th annual incredible event. So Chandra and my man, Big Tyler, take it away.
Welcome to the 6th annual Historically Black Colleges and Universities Fair. My name is Chandra Carter, president of the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill of America Incorporated. I am also a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. On behalf of our mother members and partners, AKA Academy, Divine Nine members, Shorequest Preparatory School, and the St. Petersburg chapter of the Lynx, I bring you greetings. The Suncoast chapter is excited to welcome students, parents, and families to participate virtually tonight. The HBCU Fair will provide an opportunity to connect each of you to resources on HBCU academics, admissions, financial aid, student life, and other resources. I encourage you to be an active listener and participant and connect with each speaker. Thank you, Associate Mom Dr. Tony Fort, for your love and passion for HBCUs, and as such, organizing this wonderful event 6 years ago. Thank you, Committee Chair Crystal Pruitt, and the HBCU Committee for the countless hours you spent ensuring that this was a great event. Thank you to our sponsors, the Flynn Law Firm and Neal Communities. Thank you to all of the colleges and universities for participating. Thank you, DJ Vince Adams, for your partnership. And thank you for investing time in yourself to discover the many wonderful options for your academic future at an HBCU. Young scholars, the best is yet to come for you.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Speed. I am Teen President of the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill. On behalf of the Suncoast teens, we would like to welcome students, parents, families, friends, guests, speakers, and sponsors to tonight's HBCU Fair. You're in for an exciting evening as DJ Vince Adams rocks the house in celebration of our party with a purpose. For almost 60 years, HBCUs have been the only academic institutions in the world whose sole purpose is to honor Black educational and cultural experiences. That's why historically Black colleges and universities are more important than ever before. A few fun facts. HBCUs are responsible for 22% of bachelor's degrees granted to African Americans. The following African Americans are HBCU's graduates include 40% of members Congress, 12% of CEOs, 50% of lawyers, and 80% of judges. I would like to thank our associate mom, Dr. Tony Ford, for hosting the first HBCU College Fair 6 years ago. Extra special thanks to HBCU Committee Chair, Mom Crystal Pruitt, and each of the HBCU committee members. Thank you to our HBCU college representatives, guest speakers, and Jack and Jill alumni for taking time to speak to us this evening, and for informing us about applying for scholarships and other valuable information. We are excited to have you here with us. Have a great evening. Back to you, DJ Vince Adams.
So here's the deal. As you can see, I am a proud graduate of Florida A&M University, and I've got to tell my story super quick. When I was a junior in high school way back in 1987, my two top schools were Michigan State and the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. And when I saw the impact that a HBCU had on all the graduates of the year before me, when they came back to school and they went to Howard, they went to Hampton, they went to Morehouse Spelman, they went to Tuskegee, they went to all of these schools, and the FAMU students just said, man, this is the place to be. And like Tyler said, when I learned about the illustrious background, the illustrious products that came out of that school, I was absolutely excited to join Florida A&M University. Fast forward now, not only did I pledge with Kwame Kilpatrick, former mayor of Detroit, Michigan, I actually live next door to Keisha Lance Bottoms, former mayor of Atlanta, and so many other people that are doing some incredible things. It has absolutely been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. So we want to make sure that you're hitting !share with no space so that you can send this information on to other people, because they need to know exactly what we are doing here and the benefits of what it can do for their families and their extended families for attending a HBCU. And this event would not be possible without our sponsors and our partners. So we want to represent them right now. Flynn Law Firm, thank you so much. Neal Communities, Tree of Knowledge, Bliss Makes Sense Candle Company, Shorecrest Preparatory School, always doing so many amazing things for us, and you're going to hear from them soon. As well, we have our event partners, the members of the Divine Nine, the AKAs, Delta Sigma Theta, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, KA Psi, and as well, St. Petersburg College. You'll be hearing from them, an AKA Academy program. That is absolutely amazing that we've had that amount of support that is taking place across the entire Florida area, but you're now getting this information from the comfort of your home. The other thing is that we would be nothing without the schools that are being represented right now. Hey, Short, thank you so much for sharing it with the College Board. And without further delay, we want to, again, thank these sponsors. We want to thank these sponsors, and you'll be seeing a little bit more of Flynn Law Firm and as well Neal Communities. Thank you so much for your real big donations. And now we want to let you know the incredible schools. We got Freddie and Anshion from Alabama State University, BCU, Central Florida, Billy, Narja, and Brianna, Dillard University. They've got Christina representing. My man, 50 grand, that's the one and only Joel Blunt coming in for Florida A&M University. Then we'll have Nicholas from FMU. Oh, we've got Fisk University one time, Kiriam. I'm sorry about that. Then we got Florida Memorial, Nicholas coming in. And then right after that, the one and only HU, Del Treese will be here. Then we've got Morehouse University, Antonio. Can't wait to share information with you. St. Petersburg College, Ignite. Cheryl and Javon had a good time with them last year. And then Tennessee State and Talladega. Talladega, we've got Lon there. And Tennessee State always representing with Kajaman. This is going to be an incredible event. And we've got some very special information coming your way as well. We've got some very special information about ACT prep, SAT prep, scholarships, and even more. So we're giving you a little bit of time because we've got our Divine Nine and civic organizations that want to tell you about the impact that they're having along with this incredible chapter for HBCUs and the growth in all of our communities. So without further delay, let's hear from some of our incredible D9 partners and civic organizations.
Greetings from the Zeta Upsilon Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. It is our honor and privilege to once again partner with the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill as they present their 2022 HBCU College Fair as part of our organization's ongoing commitment to preserve and support one of our nation's most valuable resources, our historically black colleges and universities that we proudly claim as our beloved HBCUs. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is an international service organization that was founded on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. in 1908. It is the oldest Greek letter organization established by African American college-educated women dedicated to raising the status of African Americans, particularly girls and women. Through a robust international program of service, Alpha Kappa Alpha continues to initiate groundbreaking social initiatives and social service programs that transform communities for the better. HBCUs continue to make a powerful impact in our communities and throughout our country, graduating 22% of all African Americans with bachelor degrees, nearly 80% of all African American judges, and 50% of all black lawyers. And now, the Vice President of the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris, who is a graduate of Howard University and a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. To participating students, please be sure to take in all of this wonderful information that is being presented to you through the College Fair. Please use this as an opportunity to find out more about HBCUs and the academic excellence that awaits you on their campuses. To the parents, as a proud HBCU mom that has a graduate of Bethune-Cookman University and a student currently attending Savannah State University, I ask that you as well use this opportunity to learn more about our HBCUs. I can personally attest that the level of support and opportunities that your student will receive are endless. Thank you to the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill for your ongoing commitment to this important program and for providing our youth with exposure and information pertaining to our HBCUs that encourage them to join the ranks of excellence that has come before them by attending an HBCU.
Hello, I am Gloria Flakes, President of the St. Petersburg Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. It is my pleasure to bring you greetings from my organization and welcome you to the Jack and Jill College Fair. HBCUs offer you a well-balanced environment, from education to technology, from history to heritage, from high-stepping bands to the Divine Nine Greek organizations, all to prepare you for a well-rounded and balanced career. I am a product of an HBCU, Tuskegee, founded in 1881 by Booker T. Washington, an educator, author, and advisor to several presidents. Who says HBCUs don't produce educators and presidential advisors? An HBCU, home of the world-known Tuskegee Airmen who destroyed 252 enemy airplanes, awarded 115 distinguished high-flying crosses, 8 Purple Hearts, and many more. Who says HBCUs don't produce heroes? An HBCU, home of George Washington Carver, an American scientist and inventor who developed 300 uses from the peanut, 100 inventions from sweet potatoes, and developed a method to prevent soil depletion. Who says HBCUs don't produce scientists and inventors? Give HBCUs your attention. I am Gloria Flakes, and I approve this message.
Welcome. Thank you, Jack and Jill of America. My name is Michael Clark, and I represent the outstanding fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity was founded in 1911 on Indiana University with over 250,000 members worldwide. We have chapters on every HBCU in America, and we represent men of achievement. Proudly supporting the colors of crimson and cream, we welcome you to the HBCU College Fair. We congratulate you on your success and look forward to seeing you on every campus and university of your calling. Again, thank you for joining us at the HBCU Fair, and we ask you to support Jack and Jill of America and the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Good evening, college-bound students and families, and welcome to the 6th annual HBCU event. I'm Alvinita Hope, Director of Enrollment Management and Financial Aid at Shorecrest. I'm also a member of Jack and Jill and Delta Sigma Theta. Surecrest has been a member and sponsor of the HBCU event since its inception in 2017. We'd like to welcome you to campus on Saturday, September 17th for the in-person college prep event. Until then, enjoy your evening, and we look forward to seeing you in the near future.
Directly, but without any further delay, we've got 3 important subjects that are about to come your way for some additional information. And one of those is something that I would not have made it through college without. So my man Todd from St. Petersburg College is in the house right there. Todd, how's it going, brother?
It's going great, my man. How you doing?
Man, I am doing fantastic. And here's the deal. Todd is the money man, and he's going to let us know what we can do in order to prepare ourselves for financial aid, which is a huge part of a lot of HBCU college attendees' college experience and how they get through. So without further delay, Todd, please take it away.
I will do. Well, good evening. This is Todd Smith. I serve as Executive Director of Financial Assistance Services at St. Petersburg College. It is indeed my pleasure and honor to be with you all this evening. I am here to talk to you about paying for college and financial aid 101. Bear with me and we'll get going. Can everybody see? I'm hoping, and everybody can hear me clearly.
Looks fantastic and sounds great.
All right. First thing I want to do is start off by talking about what I like to refer to as the 3-ply rule. And that is apply on time, and apply for everything. Let's start with apply. We have not because we ask not. Ask and ye shall receive. The worst they can say is no. I am sure all of you have heard one of these quotes at least once in your life. Nowhere does that ring more true than in financial aid. Don't defeat yourself before you get started. Don't talk yourself out of an opportunity before you even try. Whether you believe you're going to qualify for something or not, just apply. The next is apply on time. It has been said that the 3 most important things in real estate are location, location, and location. Well, the 3 most important things in obtaining financial aid are deadlines, and oh, there's one more thing, deadlines. I can't tell you the number of students that I have worked with over the years that have qualified and met the criteria for a specific grant or scholarship, yet they didn't get it simply because they did not meet the deadline or they did not get the application submitted in a timely manner. It is very important to understand that most grants and scholarships are given on a first come, first served basis. So don't you be the one on the outside looking in, knowing you qualified, but missed out. Know your deadlines and govern yourselves accordingly. The third is apply for everything. Now, of course, it's not possible for you or anyone else to literally apply for everything. But what I'm speaking of is a mindset. You have to set your mind to go get it. Be willing to do the work that is needed to find the money. Leave no stone unturned. Even if you come across a scholarship where you meet 2 out of the 3 requirements to get that scholarship, it doesn't matter. Still apply. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, you are a right-handed saxophone player with a 3.5 GPA, but you come across a scholarship that requires you to be a left-handed saxophone player with a 3.5 GPA. Well, you meet 2 out of the 3 requirements, so you need to make sure you apply for that scholarship. Let's repeat it now. The 3-ply rule is this: apply on time, and apply for everything. One of, if not the most important applications you need to complete is the FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It is also referred to or known as the Pell Grant application. The key word here is free. It is a free application. All you need to do is go to www.fafsa.gov. Again, I said .gov, not .com, not .net, not .org, or any other .com is where you don't need to go. They will help you with your FAFSA, but it's going to cost you. Pell Grant, therefore, whether you believe you will qualify for the Pell Grant or not, complete the application. We need to turn our attention now to when to complete the application. October 1st of every year is the first day you can submit the FAFSA, and you need to do it as close to that date as possible. The very last day to complete it is June 30th of 2024 for the 2023-2024 academic year. But I must warn you, if you wait until then to complete it, you are only going to hurt yourself. Now, if you or your parents have never done the FAFSA before, you will need to create what is called an FSA ID, which consists of a username and a password. You and at least one parent need to do it in order for you to complete the FAFSA online. Do this first, then proceed to complete the FAFSA. Now, you only need to complete the FAFSA once every year, okay? But you do need to complete it every year. And again, I said, make sure you do it as close to October 1st as possible. Next, we need to discuss the information that you're going to need to complete the FAFSA. You will need your Social Security number unless you are an eligible non-citizen. If you are an eligible non-citizen, you will use what is called your alien registration number or an A number. You're also going to need federal tax information from 2021 for the 2023 and 2024 academic year. You also need to document your earned income. That is usually reflected on your W-2s, 1099s, or pay stubs. You also need documentation of untaxed income, such as disability benefits or workman's compensation. Then you will need to provide asset information. That includes everything such as your checking, your savings account, investments in stocks, bonds, crypto, and/or real estate. If you own a business or you own a farm, you will need to provide the value of that as well, but only if you have 100 or more employees. What you don't or what you do not need to include is the value of your primary residence or anything that is tied to retirement, such as 401k plans, IRAs, Roth IRAs, etc. Last but certainly not least, all of the above will need to be provided by you and your parents, or you and your spouse if you're married. I am Todd Smith. Again, I represent St. Petersburg College, and you all have a blessed evening.
I don't know how much more informative and official it can get from there, Todd. Thank you so much for the incredible information. And St. Petersburg is absolutely doing some huge things. Thank you so much, St. Petersburg College and Todd, for that incredible information. And okay, there's my buddy right there. How's it going, Lisa?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Great to see you as well. And so outside of the financial aid, it's all about more money, and there's a lot of money out there that you and your students and your children are eligible for, and Lisa Benson is going to let us know more about that. Without further delay, Lisa, take it away.
Absolutely. And look, if you don't, I'm going to be upfront because I talk fast. There's a lot of information to get out here. So if you can, grab a notebook, pen and paper. If not, please take screenshots of this because there's a lot of information to cover. So first thing I really want to say, go ahead on to the next slide. I'm Lisa Benson with the Benson Advantage, and I want to talk about making sure that you position yourself to be the best type of candidate that admissions committees want to admit and the scholar committees want to bless. So one of the first things I want to talk to you about is the fact that you want to make sure that you get yourself organized. So if you don't have a current resume, please, please, please just do a Word document, get a resume together, because you want to be able to see, you want to have your GPA on there if you've done your standardized tests. A lot of colleges still are not taking standardized tests, but if you are applying in the state of Florida, guess what? They are. Also, too, if you're applying out of state, you want to look at some of the premier scholar programs, because those are the ones where you have the money. Because when you're looking at scholarships, you want to move that decimal point over to the right. Some of those premier scholarship programs, while the university might not be having standardized tests, some of the big money scholarship programs, they might want you to submit some standardized test scores. So please make sure that you're reading your interested university websites, because all that information is going to be on there. So put all this information on your resume along with your extracurriculars, if you have a job, the amount of hours that you've been putting in there, any type of sports, leadership, if you're an artist, if you've done music, if you've done band recitals, if you've done estates, all of that information is really, really important. But you really want to think outside of yourself. You want to be able to show that you have contributed to your school and to your outside community, because those are the type of students that colleges and scholarship committees are looking for. Those who have not been sitting at home playing video games all day. They want to see, have you contributed to your school community and your outside community? Community service is big, 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 big. Again, somebody who's done over 250 hours is really considered competitive for outside scholarships. And heads up, that's a lot more than what Bright Futures requires. Bright Futures only requires their maximum is 100 hours. So we're talking well above and beyond that. If you're thinking, how am I going to get over 250 hours of community service? Guess what? You can always bulk up in the summer. That's an easy way to be able to do community service. I'm sure some kids are wondering, well, how can I do that? It's been COVID. There's a lot of virtual things that a lot of kids have been doing. So you don't need 15 or 20 activities. 4 or 5 is sufficient, because you know what? It shows what's important to you. It shows where your passion is. But while you're doing, club activities, you want to show what's important to you, and you want to be able to work towards leadership, because that shows that demonstrated leadership. It shows that's important, because guess what? Scholarship committees, as well as admission committees, they're looking for campus leaders. Just like, if you're a leader in your school, they're going to look for campus leaders for tomorrow. Those are the kids that they want to bless. So when you have that information all together, all compiled in one area, it's really easy, much easier to see what your strengths and your weaknesses are. I cannot emphasize enough. We just had Mr. Smith talking about timeliness and deadlines. Proofread everything. Show it to your parents. Show it to a trusted teacher. You want to proofread everything before you hit send. And here's a trick for you. Mr. Smith talked about deadlines. Make sure that you submit any and everything at least 24 hours prior to the deadline, because guess what? Websites crash. Wi-Fi crashes. Act of gods happen. We're in Florida. We deal with, weather issues. So if you send something 24 hours ahead of time, you won't have that problem. Next slide, please. Websites and areas to be able to find college scholarships. Google is your friend. Many college scholarships websites, some of these also have apps. You can find them in the app stores. CapEx, Niche, Raise Me, the College Board, Scholly. Scholly is a great app. Niche, Unigo. Make sure that you are reading your university websites, because they are filled with information about scholarships, particularly as an incoming freshman. Right now is your opportunity I look at it almost, think about as if you're like a bride who's going to register. I don't want to say it's the pursuit for loot, but it kind of is, because there's so much money out there. You don't want to leave any money on the table. And there's so many local civic organizations, the Divine Nine, so many sponsors of this particular college fair tonight, they're giving away college scholarships. So make sure that you're looking at local civic organizations. Banks are big time in giving away college scholarships. You know when they do that? Around MLK Day. So look, good luck, class of 2023. All of your hard work is going to pay off. Be nice to your parents. And I'm Lisa Benson with the Benson Advantage. Feel free to contact me at any time. I'm by appointment only. Back to you.
Lisa, fantastic information. And that be nice to your parents. I've got a baby rattler who's a sophomore at Florida A&M University. I'm going to pass this one on. She's a sweetheart, but absolutely. We all know how teenagers can be, and this is an incredible time for them to be back in school, because if we think about it, just 2 years ago, the college freshmen had to actually get together virtually, and now they are back in class, so there are so many changes, and this information is going to make sure that they're all in the right place to be. Lisa, great to see you, and thank you again so much.
Great to see you too.
You got it. So here's the deal. My friend Myra Simpson, you are up next because a lot of people understand that the power of getting in school a lot of times rests in those standardized test scores. So Myra is going to come front and center and let us know more about ACT and SAT preparation, which I think is a difference maker, not only in your attendance or your being accepted to the institution, but also for those scholarships that are out there. So that is important. And without further delay, I want to let you know that this is being recorded. So we had the idea last year, why don't we record this and actually put it up, because only so many people can see it real time. So we want to let you know that if you get the website, the email address, Crystal, can you drop the email address that everybody should get if they want to get a recording? So we're going to send you a link. It's going to go up on YouTube or some public format. You will be able to get a recording of this for you to share for your friends, family, and extended family, because we know that so many people weren't able to attend right now. And without further delay, Myra, how's it going?
It's going great, DJ Vince. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and you can take it away.
Great. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Myra Simpson. I'm the Director of College Counseling at Shorecrest Preparatory School. So what we're going to get into tonight is preparing for the ACT and SAT. As Ms. Benson said, a lot of colleges across the nation have discontinued the use of considering standardized testing in the college process. However, there are some exceptions, particularly in the state of Florida. If you apply to public universities, if you apply to public universities in the states of Tennessee and Georgia, you would also have to submit standardized testing. So what we're going to go through tonight are the types of standardized testing that students will take in their high school careers, and also how to prepare for these tests and what are the advantages for students to take these tests. So these are some common examples of standardized testing. We've got the PSAT and MSQT, the preliminary SAT, National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. That is a College Board administration that prepares students for the SAT. Then you have the American College Test, another testing company that is based in Midwest. And then you have College Board also has the SAT, which is another test that students take as part of their college process. So these are tests that students likely will take at some point in either sophomore year, junior year, senior year of their high school experience. So here's when they take these. High school sophomores actually can take the 10th grade, in the 10th grade, take the PSAT in October, so next month, coming up very soon. Juniors in the 11th grade in the fall will take the PSAT, and then they will take that for consideration if they would like to be recognized in any of these programs. So the National African American Recognition Program, National Hispanic Recognition Program, Indigenous Recognition Program, and then a program for students in rural and small towns. Then once a student takes the PSAT in the junior year, in the second half of the junior year, they should register to take the SAT or the ACT for the first time in either December of their junior year, so midpoint of junior year, or if they choose to, they can take the ACT or SAT in the second semester of the junior year. So when are the ACT and SAT administered? Typically on weekends. Students would come to a designated test center on a Saturday and early Saturday morning, and on one of these test dates, and they would spend the morning taking testing. Usually, I recommend students that they register as early as possible. So if they know they want to take the ACT in October, they should be registering now for this. If a student thinks they want to take the SAT in November, now is the time to register. So make sure that students register to ensure that they will have a testing spot and that they will have no issues the day of the test. When they arrive, they know they have a testing spot already secured. Then how to register. So we have the ACT website. So you go to myact.org. go to SAT, the college for the SAT, collegeboard.org. The fees for these tests, typically students will create accounts on both websites for registering for these tests, and these will be the accounts they would use every time when they go to register for a test. They would use their specific account to complete the registration process. So preparation for these tests, there are a lot of great free and accessible resources for students to take to prep for the ACT and SAT when they're taking them. So I outlined a couple of them here. So online prep, ACT, also Khan Academy, which a couple of years ago entered a partnership with College Board to provide free test prep for students. And when students go to these websites, create accounts, they're able to access free online test prep. Khan Academy offers full-length practice exams, so a student could actually do a full-length practice exam prior to actually taking a full real-time test to get them ready and prepared for when they take the SAT for real time. So there's a couple changes in the works. If you are a high school student that's graduating in the year 2025 or after year 2025, the SAT is transitioning to a digital format. So these tests that I've talked about, the PSAT, the ACT, the SAT, have all been in paper format. So a student would take them, they would do a paper and pencil version. Now, after spring 2024, the SAT is moving to a digital version. So what does this mean? So students would take on the SAT on a device. It's a shorter test. Typically, an SAT is 3 hours or maybe a little bit more in length. It will now be 2 hours. On the current SAT, there's 2 math sections. One of them you can use a computer, a calculator. One of you're not able to use a calculator. Now you'll be able to use a calculator for the entirety of the math session. And there's faster score delivery. So there's a lot of things that will be changing. If you are a high school senior now, if you are a high school junior now, this will not impact you. But if you're a 9th grader or a 10th grader in high school, this is something that you should expect to get more information about. Typically, the College Board will send out information about major changes like this. You probably have already gotten information, but expect to get more information about this very soon. So just to conclude, I wanted to wish everyone, and especially the class of 2023, best of luck in your college search. It's coming, it's gonna go very fast. A lot of applications that you're gonna be sending out this year, but best of luck. You're in senior year, so there's a lot of things to be looking forward to this year.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Myra. I appreciate it. And so you just heard from Todd, Lisa, and as well, Myra, about a lot of the things that go into the application and the financial process. But what about the incredible schools we've got?
As you learn the story of Alabama State University, you'll find out what that means. You see, as the story is told, 9 freed slaves, courageous and bold, they got together and they would form the Lincoln Normal School in the midst of a racial storm. Now, I can only imagine how hard it must have been to start such an undertaking in Marion, Alabama, way back then. Land of the free and home of the brave. Those were just words to those newly freed slaves, but they were determined to make America live up to the promises that they made. They navigated through those hard times and they finally made it through to establish the illustrious Alabama State University, ASU. Good evening and welcome virtually to the campus of the Alabama State University. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, our president, Dr. Quentin T. Ross, and the entire Alabama State University family, I bring you greetings from the historic city of Montgomery, Alabama. Also, shout out to DJ Vince on those 1s and 2s doing that thing that makes us want to move. And I got also joining me today, Ms. Anshion Henderson, who serves as a district recruiter here in the Office of Admissions and Recruitment. We'll be doing a tag team effort this afternoon. So we welcomed you already to our campus, and we want you to just relax as we give these few brief announcements and information for you. So first, Alabama State was founded as the Lincoln Normal School in 1867 by 9 freed slaves that we lovingly call the Marion Nine. Now, we were founded as a teacher's college. So I like to tell people from teacher's college to a world of knowledge. So for those that are listening or looking on right now, if you want to get a complete listing of our majors, you can actually use this QR code here that will take you to our what we call a one-sheeter that lists for you the list of majors that we have. And you can also visit us on our website to see all the other majors that we've evolved into since we came from our teachers college background. Angie, take it away.
So I bet you're wondering, what does it take to get into state? Well, in order to get into state, we are test optional. So test scores are waived. And what that means is, while we do not need your ACT scores or SAT scores, you do need a 2.4 to be considered for acceptance into the university. So with you not sending your scores, if you decide not to send your scores, you will have to take the accurate placement test to be placed into your classes. I bet you're wondering also how to apply. Well, to apply, you can use this QR code here at the top, or you can go to www.alasu.edu. Under the students menu, click undergrad admissions and apply. Or if you just go to the web page, there will be a link where you can click apply and go straight into the application. After submitting the application, we will need your unofficial transcript. Test scores are optional. As I stated before, if you decide not to send us your scores, you will have to take that accurate placement test. So I will need your unofficial transcript sent to our email. Is admissions@alasu.edu, or either one, me or Mr. Williams. Our emails, our phone numbers, and contact will be at the end of this slide.
Also, if you're wondering what the cost of attendance will be, if you are an out-of-state student, the cost of annual attendance will be about $24,000. We do also have payment plans available. And listen, I know it costs money. We know. But listen, we got some help. We got some help for you. We actually have a scholarship program, and you all heard a little bit of the presentations before about applying for scholarship. Well, at Alabama State, for an academic scholarship, if you have at least a 2.75 GPA and at least an 18 on the ACT or a 940 on the SAT, then you can apply for at least a partial scholarship. You see here listed all the scholarships that we offer academically. If you have at least a 376, and a 26 on the ACT or 1240, that is a full ride. You can also see a list of all our scholarships on our website, as Anshian has mentioned earlier. Also, if you don't have the ACT requirement, but you have a pretty good GPA, we do offer an out-of-state fee waiver. We call it the Promise Scholarship. As you see here, the requirements for that scholarship is you have to reside outside the state of Alabama, you must be enrolled full-time, and you must have at least a 2.75 GPA. And again, this scholarship does not require an ACT or an SAT score. This is an automatic scholarship. You don't have to do anything other than qualify, and this will be added to your award package. Now, this cannot be combined with another scholarship that covers tuition, but if you get a scholarship like that, you wouldn't need it. Angiana?
Right. So some other scholarships that we offer are athletic scholarships. We have band scholarships.
The
and we also have and we also have some other departmental scholarships. So you can, if you are into any extracurricular activities, you could definitely qualify for those scholarships. We do try out, so you have to try out for those different departments and be awarded those scholarships, hopefully.
Also, in terms of student life, we have a multitude of student organizations that you could be a part of as you matriculate here at Alabama State University, and we certainly encourage that, including the Divine Nine. Divine Nine, for those that may not know, are or you heard some of them at the beginning of the presentation, but these are the historically Black fraternities and sororities, and you can see which one that I'm a little partial to. And then finally, our goal is to see that you graduate, and we certainly have a support mechanism here to make sure that happens, from our labs to make sure that you have what you need to succeed and graduate from the Alabama State University. I do understand that questions will be coming later. So we want to thank you for this opportunity to be involved with the Jack and Jill, Suncoast Jack and Jill. And you see here our information on the screen. If you have any questions later on, we'll be glad to entertain those questions. And so that concludes our presentation from the Alabama State University. Thank you.
My man Freddie, did y'all hear all of that rhyming he did on the front end? I was like, I'm gonna have to take Freddie on the road. He is ready to make it happen. Definitely appreciate you and Anshion for doing a fantastic job representing Alabama State University. ASU is in the house. For you. I know that Fisk is coming on right after Florida A&M University. So without further delay, my brother, the one and only Joel B.
Hey. Thanks so much for having us.
You got it, my man. Go ahead and talk to the people. It's always good to see FAMU, that was formerly known as FAMC, in the house, you know, but we got our stripes as well. Go ahead and take it away, brother. Hey, Joe, you need to mute the Twitch and just listen to the Zoom. Mute the Twitch.
Awesome. I started off with the video.
One of the presidents wrote the words, "When the dark clouds gather on the horizon."
Good evening. I am Joel Blunt Jr. I serve as the Academic Program Coordinator at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, also known as FAMU. And so I'm excited to be here and partnering with the Jack and Jill Foundation. This is my third appearance here, and I've built a great relationship with the team as well as the students in developing pipelines to Florida A&M University. We're excited on the highest of 7 hills to engage our community. Our mission overall is boldly striking, right, through excellence, innovation, and transformation. You saw it, number 103 by U.S. News and World Report, 13th in social mobility, as well as being the #1 HBCU for research and development by the National Science Foundation. Florida A&M University is boldly striking to the top. FAMU has over 10,000 students represented by over 70 countries and nationalities. So when you think about our academic program, it's very rich, whether you're going into pharmacy, business, engineering, education, science and technology, journalism, architect, environment, nursing, allied health science, law, just to name a few, you can get there from FAMU. When I tell you Florida A&M University has some amazing star power, when you think about leaders at the top of their game, it gets no higher than John W. Thompson, chairman of the board for Microsoft Corporation, a graduate of FAMU's business and industry, which I'm also a proud graduate of myself. We think about Hollywood and producers. It gets no higher and more popular than Will Packer, graduate of Florida A&M University, produced movies Stomp the Yard, Takers, Think Like a Man, 1 and 2. When you think about science and research, Maureen Snowden, first African-American woman with a nuclear engineering degree from MIT, graduate, Florida A&M University. Scott Uzel, CEO for Converse. Kim Godwin, Vice President, ABC News, as well as Woody McClain, who played Bobby Brown and Kane on Power Book 2. Yeah, you can get there from FAMU. So what does it take to become a Rattler? Oftentimes students say, you know, I want to get to the highest of 7 hills. Well, let me let you know, it starts with preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, that's where success lies. And so my role in this journey with you is for helping you to understand the academic programs. Once you're a student, I help you along the way through providing academic support services, as well as releasing you out into the real world as a competitive trained professional. And FAMU has done a great job in molding our students and preparing them for the real world challenges that we all face. And so when you think about the highest of 7 hills, in this preparation, we start with having an outstanding academic profile. So we look for students who have at least a 3.3 GPA, students who have a great GPA, have a great opportunity to be successful in our program. We look at the ACT and ACT as a public university. We look at the 2-digit sub-scores. So students for the ACT, 26 in the math, 27 in the reading, 27 in the language. If you're taking the ACT, 22 in the math, 22 in the reading, 19 in the English. 500-word essay, who you are, what you want to become, and how you can get there from Florida A&M University. 2 letters of recommendation and a self-reported transcript. We look forward to students applying to our university. Deadlines are May 1st for the summer semester, November 1st for the spring semester, and March 1st for the fall semester. $35 application fee, and we will waive it if you have a ACT or SAT waiver. One of the things that I want to let students know is that you can get here from FAMU. If you do not meet the academic requirements, it's not denied, it's not delayed. And so what I tell students is take a look at your local community college through our Ignite Transfer program. So we do have partnership with St. Pete College. Students who sign up for St. Pete College for the Ignite Transfer program could have a pathway to Florida A&M University after receiving your AA degree. You can get there from FAMU. So again, I encourage you to come strike with us. I look forward to your questions and look forward to engaging you in the after party. DJ has it live on here. And so I look forward to having you on the highest of 7 hills. Again, I'm Mr. Joel Blunt Jr. If you would like to leave your information, take out your phones, scan the QR code, provide your information, as well as if you have any questions that you want to reach out to me through email. My email and phone number is on the screen. Look forward to seeing you on the highest of 7 hills. Come strike with us, Rattlers.
Joe, I did not know that you're a graduate of the School of Business. What year did you come out?
Wow, 2013, non-traditional.
2013. Now, check this out. I graduated from the School of Business in 1993. So, School of Business graduate with the one and only Sybil Mobley, and 93 happened to be the year that I pledged Will Packer before he made Stomp the Yard, Chocolate City, and all of the great movies. Chocolate City was actually Will Packer's first movie and filmed on the campus of Florida A&M University, and look all of the rich tradition that has come from there and the billions of dollars that he has created in Hollywood. That is amazing. Joel, great to see you. And with that being said, he will be hanging out with us a little later. And I want to ask Kareem from Fisk. Kareem from Fisk, please turn on your camera because you are up next. Wait till y'all see what's going down right now. This is about to be live and direct. 06 over there. I see you, Playboy.
1906.
There it is.
And it's amazing. Shundron Thomas was also one of my roommates, as well as Will in New York. In the early 90s. So
I just saw Shundron in Mexico, and we happen to be neighbors in Chicago. So the world gets even smaller. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Bring them home.
I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for gaining information about HBCUs. If the information isn't necessarily for you, you can share it with someone else. I was in New York for 23 years, worked in different investment banking, trading. And one of the firms said, hey, how would you like to come back to Nashville? And Nashville is booming with growth, technology, asset management, which is my field, as well as healthcare. And I said, absolutely. I've been a part of the university for 20 plus years in terms of alumni support and in terms of recruitment. And so I'm happy to be here. Not only is Nashville growing, but Fisk University is growing. Fisk University, if you didn't know, is the first college university in the city of Nashville. So we're not only in the HBCU, but we're the first. And, rightfully so. HBCUs have done so much in terms of transforming different societies as well as cities. And so with that said, I'd like to share some information with you about Fisk University. All right. This year, we welcome our largest class in 40 years. We've just had some tremendous uptick with the city of Nashville. And so we're very proud of that. One of our students, and this is a great story, unhoused. We don't say homeless anymore, but unhoused. Didn't know what to do. We welcome Jeremiah. Now we're going to see that Jeremiah can get a personal invitation to the White House in terms of being able to be a student, non-traditional, and still be able to fight. And so I'm happy that he chose Fisk University to participate. And just as I would say to many of you, whatever your dreams and aspirations are, we would welcome you as well. So getting back to some of those historic things that we've kind of seen, we've seen record number of our partnerships, Google, HCA, Rise, Cravat Law Firm, a number of great partnerships at Fisk University that we're seeing and that we're experiencing. High enrollment. And this is great for us at Fisk. We're excited about that. We talk about buildings. We're even starting to 4 projects for new buildings. And that's wonderful for an HBCU in Nashville to strive and to undertake these type of projects. And so we're very proud. I like to think of it as a student opportunity for you to be a part of the leadership in terms of learning about project management, learning about real estate, learning about financing, to feel a part that you can contribute to the city of Nashville. New faculty, we're welcoming new faculty. Our faculty is coming in with new majors in different fields such as kinesiology, entrepreneurship, social work, homeland security, risk management and insurance, which is my background especially, fintech, financial tech. And we also have great diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. So these are some of the new and exciting things that we're seeing at Fisk University. And so I'm very proud and I'm happy about that. Diversity and inclusion for our C-suite executives. So as we're progressing as a whole, that we're also training and giving back to society and showing what HBCUs can do. As far as information about Fisk University, who to contact, you may want to screenshot this. These are some of your key people. When we think about money, endowment, scholarships, we're thinking about institutional advancement, Dr. Jens Fredrickson, Sheila Smith, his assistant. We're thinking about key contacts that can help you. Now, I'm showing you the website because I want you to know that all the information that I'm speaking about is available and accessible to you in a user, parent, and student-friendly way. Scholarships, we've got that. We understand that it is difficult financially for some families and some people to do it. So we have different scholarships, as everyone else has mentioned, and will mention, different programs, some that cover your tuition, your room and board, plus a little stipend, some that just covers tuition, and some partial. And we also have endowed scholarships for those students who, are in the school. So we follow suit. As far as majors, we have over 40 majors that we can talk about. And in the fields range, and this is on the website as well, bioinformatics, data analysis, like I said, we have a nursing program that we just started with partnership, data science, and this is what I love. I love the partnerships where you get to have exchange programs with other universities, but yet you kind of have it at a reduced cost. Like our partnership with Vanderbilt University, the Bridge program, in physics as well as engineering. Our partnership with TSU, which we're happy about. Partnership with Meharry Medical School, which we're happy about. So we have a number of programs that masters at Fisk University, but also with our fellow partners. And so we're proud of that. So we would welcome you, we would invite you to consider Fisk University as a place where you can matriculate, but also you can be a part of the growth that's taking place in Nashville. So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the session.
Amazing share in small world to my man over there, Kareem. Keep doing it big in Tennessee. We absolutely are proud of what you're doing. And again, 11119.
1906.
There it is, brother. So here's the deal. We want to bring in now Florida Memorial University. So I believe that's Nicholas. Nicholas, if you can turn on your cam and we'll bring you in. Oh, Nicholas, I think, is live and direct, Florida style. Nick, what's good over there?
Woo! Florida Memorial has been around for 142 years, providing access to a quality education to so many deserving students.
The science program is excellent here. They set you up not only mentally, but they give you a networking channel that you can go back and forth with.
The real reason that I came here is because of the business major. I would like to own my own business and be an entrepreneur.
I love all my classes. I learned about homicide cases. I want to become a homicide detective myself. Florida Memorial University is going to be a direct path to my success.
You will be engaged with a diverse, vibrant campus environment with students from many parts of the world.
They have a lot of options for international students. They have stuff ranging from internships to scholarships to volunteership. So there's always something for someone to do to get involved in.
The one thing I love about this program is winning and the culture that it sets. The foundation here is beautiful.
We made history here. We're the only program in HBCU history to have a beach volleyball program and win a conference championship and end 9th in the country.
You're going to be in South Florida where the world vacations.
Miami is different from back at home. There are so many things to get involved in. You have excellent beaches here.
It's a beautiful place to be, beautiful campus.
It's an excellent, excellent choice. You not only will be making a legacy here by coming here, but you'll make a footprint. Your footprint will also be in this legacy, so why not be a part of something that's growing?
We say welcome to Florida Memorial University.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Nick Cromarco. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at Florida Memorial University. Before I get started my presentation, I just want to piggyback on a couple things. One, to Fisk University, congratulations on the enrollment numbers. We too have seen a huge jump in our enrollment numbers. We're not bringing in our biggest class in 40 years, but we are bringing in our biggest class that we've seen in almost 20 years. So over the last 2 years, our enrollment has grown by 20% each year, and we just brought in our biggest class we've seen in almost 20 years with 500 new students. The other thing is with as far as scholarships goes, I want to piggyback on what the gentleman said earlier, because even if you don't qualify for all of the requirements in a scholarship, we had a student that applied for a computer science scholarship, and he was not a computer science major. He was actually aeronautical engineering major. He was in our aviation department. And because of his essay, he still received the scholarship, even though he was not technically a computer science major. They said aviation close enough, and they're covering his full tuition for the next 4 years at our school. So I'm going to share my screen. So Florida Memorial University, we've been around for 143 years. We are the only HBCU in South Florida. We're one of four in Florida. You heard from Florida A&M earlier. Bethune-Cookman, I've been texting Billy to see if he's jumping on, but Bethune-Cookman's another one. And then Edward Waters, who we just played in our Big Cat Classic, our first football game of the season, and we beat them 39-34. So we've been around for 143 years, moving from the Jacksonville area all the way down to Miami. Last year, our enrollment was about 960 students. Right now, we're seeing for fall 2022 about 1150. We do have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and we are an international hub with over 32 countries represented. There are some obvious ones on our campus due to proximity, like Jamaica and Bahamas, but we have students that come to study with us from all over the world, from England, from Honduras, Spain, the Czech Republic. We got our first student this year all the way from Australia. We have students that come in from Colombia, from Puerto Rico. So we have students that come from all over the world to study at Florida Memorial. I think the reason why they come to our campus is not just the proximity to home, but the environment they have. We are not a lecture style of education. Our style is experiential. So while you have textbooks in class, we don't really use textbooks all that much. We don't believe in lecture halls. What we do is whatever you're going to use in your profession, that's what you use in class. As an example, if you're one of our aviation students, you would be put in our aviation simulator or our radar room. This is a nice picture of our radar room there. That is live action of all the planes in certain zones kind of just flying around. And our student is looking at these different zones to see how these air traffic controllers get them in and out without issue. So we believe the best way to learn is actually learn by doing and not learn by reading or by lecture hall. We have 18 different majors on campus. I'll give you our top 5. Number 1 for us is biology. It is where we have our pre-med program as well as our nursing program. Number 2 is psychology. And then we have business, computer science, and criminal justice. I mentioned our Department of Aviation and Safety. We are next to an airport. We're adjacent to Opelika Airport. So we own our own plane, and it is parked next door at the airport. So anybody that wants to fly can come fly with us for cheap because we do own the plane. We have a Department of Education if you're interested in early childhood education, chemistry, social work. There's about 20 different majors. One new thing that we've added this year is actually an esports program. So if you're interested in video gaming or the business behind professional video gaming, we offer esports as a minor degree, as well as a competitive club and a recreational activity. We do have 8 of the 9 Divine 9 on our campus. We do not have on-campus housing for fraternities and sororities, but we do have 8 of the 9 Divine 9 fraternities and sororities. Intramural sports is a big thing on our campus. Almost 50% of our students are student athletes, but the ones that are not student athletes and enjoy playing sports, we have kickball, softball, soccer, volleyball, basketball, flag football, and a new sport we tried this year for the first time ever was rugby. So we started rugby as an intramural sport. We have 6 residential halls on campus, 3 for male identifying students and 3 for female identifying students. 1 are for freshmen and 2 are for upperclassmen. So they are not co-ed dorms. You can have a car your first year on campus. So you are permitted to drive if you are a freshman. You do not have to live on campus, but it is recommended because the cost to live with us is cheaper than the cost to live anywhere else. Once we get to the pricing breakdown, I'll give you an example of the cost. We do have some off-site apartments that are located about 2.5 miles from campus. Due to the increased enrollment, we did sell out of dorm rooms this year. So we have a deal with an apartment complex about 2.5 miles up the road from us that does allow 4 per room. When it comes to sports, we are NAIA Division II. For men's sports, baseball, basketball, football, soccer, and track and field. Our men's baseball team made it to the Black College World Series championship last year. Unfortunately, they lost in the Black College World Series, but they did make it to the championship game. Our men's basketball team won the Sun Conference Championship. Our football team is in year 2. And then we have soccer and indoor and outdoor track and field. For women's sports, we kind of match it up the best we can. So we do offer women's basketball. We offer women's soccer and track and field. As a comparison to baseball, we do offer women's softball, and we're one of 15 universities to offer women's flag football as a varsity sport. We also offer indoor volleyball over the fall, and we're the only HBCU to offer beach volleyball, and we offer it over the spring. So our volleyball team won the indoor championship in 2019 and won the beach volleyball championship in 2020. We offer cheerleading as a co-ed sport, and our marching band, the Roar Marching Band, has been around going into season 3 now, and they are ranked #1 for all Division II HBCUs according to ESPN. That is not an opinion. That is not me stating an opinion. That is a fact-based statement off of ESPN rankings that our marching band, the Roar Marching Band, is #1 in the country for all Division II HBCUs. Our requirements to get in: to be accepted unconditionally, it's a 2.4 weighted GPA. If you want to get in with a 2.0 to a 2.39, you can start with us over the summer and be part of our summer bridge program. We do not charge an application fee, and we are test optional. So we do not ask for SAT or ACT scores for admissions. Our early action deadline has actually been pushed up to October 1st. So any student that applies now will get a decision by October 1st. If you apply after October 1st, we do guarantee your acceptance or denial. You get your decision within 72 hours. You can apply to us with our website, with the Common App, or the Common Black College application. We're on all 3 of those. Our scholarship priority deadline is February 1st. So if you get accepted before February 1st, you will be entered and qualified for a scholarship. And we do have rolling admissions, so we actually never stop the admissions process. Our 3 academic scholarships, this is my last slide. Our 3 academic scholarships are our Academic Achievement Scholarship for students with a 3.25 GPA or higher. We'll cover half your tuition, which is about $62.88 a year. If you have a 3.5 weighted or higher, we'll cover your full tuition, which is about $12,526 for the year. And if you end up with a 4.0 weighted GPA or above, you come to school for free. That is your tuition, your fees, your textbooks, healthcare, dorm room, meal plan. Everything is covered. The value of that scholarship is $24,186 because that is our all-in cost for the year. We are a private school, but we charge state school fees. We accept all forms of financial aid. So if you're Pell eligible, EASE eligible, if you have Florida prepaid, if you have Bright Futures, we take it all. We want to take everybody's money before we take your money. So we'll take all of it. And the last thing I really want to highlight for us, we do not charge per credit hour if you're a full-time student. You can take anywhere from 12 to 18 credits and it costs you the same amount of money. So if you'd like to graduate early and not spend 4 years of tuition, you can graduate in 3 years by taking 18 credit hours and it doesn't cost you a dime more. So our social media accounts, we have an Instagram page and a Facebook page. We're working on kind of overhauling it right now, but that's where you can find us. If you have any questions, I will put my information in the chat. Thank you all. And I look forward to your questions.
Nicholas, that was incredible. How many students, in case I missed it, how many students on the campus at this time?
Currently, we have 700 living on campus and our enrollment is 1,150, which is the highest new student. Our new student population is 550, which, like I said, is the highest we've seen in 20 years. But we have 700 students living on campus right now.
Amazing. And the other,
we have another 100 living in a hotel until we can get them in the apartment. So about 800 actually.
And the other question I have is, what's the weather right now?
This is a picture, but this is what it looks like right now. So
I know. I went to FAMU, so I know. I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to let everybody know. My bonus daughter, she wanted to go to college in Illinois. I was like, trust me, being someone from the north,
and New York, because I just showed them pictures of this, and when I go there, I pull up my Ring app and show them what in front of my house looks like, and that's how we sell them.
Absolutely. So what's the temperature out there now?
Today it was 94 degrees.
Woo!
Right now it's in the 80s.
Absolutely incredible. Thanks so much for hanging out, Nicholas, and I'm sure you'll be around for more questions. All the schools, Del Treese, because there's a little saying, and if you've been in HBCU circles, only one person says like this school right here, and that would be the one and only Howard University. That actually rhymed. So without further delay, if you could unmute yourself. Oh, she did. Del Treese, HU. I'm with the fam, but that feels good. I got to admit. Go ahead and take it away.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for your time coming to this web this live web stream on the HBCU experience. My name is Deltrice Boyd, and I'm an admissions officer here at Howard University, the Mecca in Washington, DC. So I'm gonna let you see my screen and we're gonna start the program. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. Share my screen. All right, can you guys see my screen?
You are good to go.
All right. So we're gonna immerse you to the thing. Howard University was founded March 2nd, 1867 here in Washington, DC. We are a historically private Black institution. Some of our achievement and accolades include more than 130 degrees and certificates in the arts and science and humanities. We have 4 Rhodes Scholars, 12 Truman Scholars, over 165 Filbert Scholars, and we are the #1 producer of African Americans earning degrees in the communication and journalism by diverse issues in higher education. Howard is also the leading producer of African American students entering medical school in the United States. Some of our notable alumni include former Mayor of Atlanta, Kasim Reed, actor Laz Alonso, our newest dean of our newest college, Dean Felicia Rashad, and my favorite, the late Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, and of course, that was mentioned earlier, Vice President Kamala Harris. Current enrollment at the moment, we have 12,000 plus students, 4,000 of that being graduate, 8,000 of those students being undergraduate. Our freshman student profile include 72% female, 28% male. Our top 5 majors include biology, political science, psychology, nursing, media, journalism, and film. Our average GPA is a 3.6. Our average ACT is a 25, and our average SAT is a 1200. The top 5 states that come to the Mecca: New York, Maryland, Georgia, California, Texas, and of course, the other 48 states and territories. And our top 5 international countries include Nigeria, Jamaica, Nepal, Trinidad and Tobago, and the Bahamas, in addition to 25 other countries that are represented. We have 7 undergraduate schools and colleges. Our first and our oldest college being the College of Arts and Science with 3 divisions, 13 National Honor Societies. We have the School of Business that includes 5 departments: management, marketing, information system and supply chain, accounting, finance, insurance, and international business. Our Kathy Hughes School of Communication, we have 2 departments: media, journalism, film, strategic, legal, and management communication. And the beautiful thing about our School of Communication is that we have our own radio station and TV station here on campus. Our College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences has 5 departments: clinical lab sciences, nutritional science, nursing, health management, radiation therapy. We also have the School of Education, 2 departments: elementary education, human development. And the beautiful thing about our campus is we have a middle school. So if you were looking for internship opportunities, we have that available. Our College of Engineering and Architecture, we have 5 departments: architecture, electrical engineering and computer science, mechanical engineering, civil and environmental engineering, chemical engineering. Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts, which is our newest college with 3 departments: art, music, and theater arts. In addition to our 7 undergraduate school, we have 7 graduate and professional school: our School of Dentistry, our School of Divinity, our graduate school, our School of Law, our School of Medicine, our School of Pharmacy, and our School of Social Work. And the beautiful thing about our graduate school is that our students in the medical school have their own hospital to utilize, and we are the only HBCU with a teaching hospital on campus. Our innovative programs include, we have a Google Tech Exchange. So once per semester, or maybe in the summer, we send students to Silicon Valley in California. The program is open to computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and information systems students. We also have Howard Entertainment, which is something I enjoy the most, where students get to immerse themselves in Los Angeles for 2 semesters. It's open to the School of students in the School of Business, School of Law, School of Communication, and Division of Fine Arts, and is our partnership with Prime Studios. We also have something called Kosh STEM Scholars. So this is for our STEM majors who are in science, technology, and engineering, math. Prospective Bison STEM scholars must commit to obtaining a PhD and conducting research at our university. The benefits include scholarship funding, a summer bridge program, travel, and internship opportunities that are paid for through the university. Educational opportunities outside the classroom. We have a study abroad program where students can immerse themselves in another country, whether it's for the summer or per semester or even a year. We have multiple internship opportunities available to students here in the Mecca because we are located in Washington, D.C. So if you see yourself wanting to work on Capitol Hill with a congressman or work at a non-government organization, you can do so here at Howard University. On our campus, we have communal and suite style dormitories, Harriet Tubman, Charles True for the freshmen, and suite style dorms, College Hall South and George W. Cook Hall. We have 21 Division I sport teams available. Our newest member of the division is golf. And of course, 5 of the Divine 9 were founded here at the university, in addition to 200 clubs and organizations that you can be a part of. And if you don't have anything on the list that you would see that you would be interested in, we have an opportunity for you to create your own club. And of course, our Showtime marching band. So how do you become a Bison? First, you need to fill out an application via the Common app. We have a $45 non-refundable application fee, 2 required essays, extracurricular activities, a resume, 2 letters of recommendation, one from your teacher and counselor, official high school transcripts, and we are test optional this year. And you can apply via commonapp.org, all one word. Freshman admission deadlines includes early action, early decision, November 1st. We need your documents by November 15th. You'll receive your notification late January. For our theater art majors, we request that you apply early. Your documents are due November 15th. Your deadline for document submission is also November 15th because there is an audition component to admission into that college. And of course, if you're one of those students who are weighing your options and you want to apply regular decision, you can do so. February 15th is application deadline. March 1st is when we must receive all of your supplemental documents, and you will receive your decision early April. The cost of tuition, $52,524. That is just the estimated cost. Tuition and fees are $30,000. Room and board, $15,000. And of course, additional indirect costs and federal loan fees apply. We do offer financial support here at the university in the form of scholarship, grants, loans, and work study. Scholarships are merit-based and they are offered to freshmen upon applying. There is no separate application. It is merit-based, so you are considered for a scholarship when you apply. And of course, if you are applying for financial aid, you will do so at the FAFSA.org website, and that application is due October 1st. And if you need to contact us for anything or want to have any questions, you can do so at admissions@howard.edu. If you are a transfer student, you can do so as well at transfer@howard.edu. If you want to follow us, keep informative of things that might change, please follow us on Twitter @FutureBison and Instagram @FutureBison. And that is it.
That was absolutely great. And here's what I'll say. A couple things.
Yes.
One, I mean, two terms, 2 semesters in LA, that is enticing. But if I were an 18-year-old and I saw that there were 72% women and 28% guys in the freshman class, I'd be like, I think I'm going to Howard. I made a pretty good decision going to FAMU, but I'm just saying, HU?
You know.
There it is. Fantastic
you guys
job.
have a comparative advantage with the ladies on campus.
There it is. There it is. Thank you so much, Deltrice. Fantastic job. And here's the deal. We've got coast to coast. And without further delay, we want to go to the men of Morehouse. And so many gentlemen this year, freshmen, are new Morehouse men. So Chicago is definitely being a good feeder into Morehouse. And with that being said, I think it's time for Morehouse to take it away. You ready for it?
I'm ready. Good evening, everyone. My name is Antonio McFarland, and I am the Associate Director of Admissions at the House. And it's certainly a pleasure to have this opportunity to talk about the benefits of choosing the House. So we are the nation's only HBCU private liberal arts college for men located in Atlanta, Georgia. We're also a part of what we call the AUC, which is an Atlanta University Center Consortium, which is over 8,000 students, which is a part of Clark Atlanta, Spelman College, ITC, Morris, Brown College now, along with Spelman College and Morehouse College. So all of those colleges have some great, cool partnerships that our students at Morehouse will have an opportunity to participate and go after as it relates to opportunities. We were founded in 1867. Our average teacher to student ratio is 13:1, and we have about 2,300 students representing more than 46 states and 22 countries. We love to tell students that all of our tenured professors have terminal degrees and teach their own classes. Now, some notable men of Morehouse who walked the halls, who sat in the classes of Morehouse College is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., graduated in 1948, Spike Lee, who graduated in 82, Samuel L. Jackson, who just received his first Oscar, who graduated in 1972, P.J. Morton, and a list of others. But I want to talk about some facts. The numbers don't lie. We are ranked one of the nation's elite HBCUs in the country. But most importantly, we're ranked number 4, and that is based upon the 2023 U.S. News and World Report rankings. We're also just a ton of recognitions that we are so proud of at our university. We do have a great campus life. We have seminars. We have over 70 clubs and organizations. We also have Greek life, along with our marching band, glee club, jazz ensemble, and our SGA. So we have over 7 academic divisions with over 33 majors, and those divisions are our business administration and economics, and our majors and minors are listed there. Our humanities, social sciences, media, and arts, our majors and minors are listed there, along with our science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs. And those particular programs are listed there as well. We also have our last division, which is our professional and continuing studies, along with our majors listed there as well. We also have a dual engineering program, which is a 3+2 program where students do 3 years with us and 2 years with any of our partnering schools, one in particular, that's Georgia Tech. So they will receive a degree from us in a STEM related field and also an engineering degree from Georgia Tech or any of our partnering engineering schools. So we do have athletic programs within the SIAC Division II conference. So all of our programs are listed there. Let's talk about the application process. It's very simple, quick, and easy. So what constitutes a completed application? You have to complete the application, submit your $50 non-refundable application fee, along with an official high school transcript and 2 recommendation forms, one being they have to be from a counselor and the other one can be from your choice. We are test optional as well, but we strongly encourage students to submit their test scores to us as well, but it is test optional. The average student on our campus is a 3.6. The average SAT student is 1140. Average ACT student is a 24. The average student that is enrolled as a freshman take at least 8 honors courses, AP courses. Right now, we have 2,300 students, and we do encourage students to visit the campus. And it is a requirement for students to live on campus their first year. Our acceptance rate is at 55%. So how to apply? There are two ways to apply. You can apply through our main website at morehouse.edu, or you can apply through the Common App. Either way, we do encourage you to get your application in. Our early action, early decision date and deadline is November 1. If students submit all documents by November 1, they're able to receive a decision on December 15th. Now, our regular action date and deadline is February 1. If you submit all documents by the regular action date, which is February 1, they'll get a decision on February 15th and then March 15th and so on. So the cost of attendance is about $49,700, and that's the total cost. That's with room, board, tuition, fees. So we do have some academic and merit-based scholarships. We have Division of Humanities scholarships, athletic scholarships, and external scholarships. So this is a list of some of our scholarships. Two in particular is the Bonner Scholars Program, along with our Oprah Winfrey Endowed Scholarship Program. But we do have some external scholarships listed for our students because, again, we want them to be aware of all of the opportunities to apply for aid so that they can be at Morehouse for as less as possible. So we do have a career development area where we do engage with our students with career counseling and skills assessments. We always have employers on our campus recruiting our students. We always have graduate schools on our campus recruiting our students. So we do prepare our students to stand out and be prepared for interviews. So we do take a great interest in making certain that our students are very successful before they leave Morehouse. I do encourage everyone to schedule a tour and follow us on all of our social media outlets, and my contact information is on the screen. So you're more than welcome to snap that. And I look forward to working with all of you guys. Apply as soon as you can, and we're here to assist you. Thank you.
Fantastic job. Always good to travel because I am going to Atlanta tomorrow, and I'm telling y'all, it's nothing like being in that AUC environment, and especially when you can just go across the yard and hang out at Spelman. That's all I'm saying. Antonio, thank you so much for that incredible information. And we've got 3 more schools coming your way, 3 more schools, and that would be St. Petersburg Ignite. And this is incredible. If you have not heard about the Ignite system from Cheryl and my man Joe, I think it's Javon, we hung out last year, so Javon J and Cheryl, the Ignite program is an amazing bridge over to a 4-year university. So again, I don't want to take away the power of the information that they're going to share. So nice we had to do it twice, back again for another year. And again, remember, anytime you see me, you see Flynn Law Firm above me and Neal Communities below me. Thank you so much for being incredible banner sponsors. And without further delay, St. Petersburg, take it away.
Okay, can you see our screen?
Yep.
Looking good. Yep.
Great. Go ahead, Javon. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself first, and then I'll come on.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jovan Johnson. Everybody calls me Joe. I'm an admissions recruiter for St. Petersburg College. Excited to be here. Go ahead, Miss Cheryl.
Okay. And I'm Cheryl Mundorf. I'm the Student Success and Transfer Coordinator with St. Petersburg College. And this is our 2nd year with you all. And I just love this event. So thank you for inviting us again.
All right, so I will be starting off the presentation, and then Cheryl will come in on the second half about Ignite. So first of all, St. Petersburg College is a state/community college, which means a lot of our students are starting off with us and then transferring over to a major university. But a lot of our students also stay with us because we also have 4-year programs as well. So just a little bit about our admissions process We do not require any ACT or SAT testing. We do have open enrollment. All you need is a high school diploma, GED, or homeschool affidavit, and you will be accepted as an SBC student. Going into what we offer, we have it all in our shopping mall. So we offer certificates, which are basically short-term trainings that you can use to either go directly into the workforce or build upon the experience that you already have. We have the AS degree, which is a 3-year degree that you can use to go directly into the workforce. The AA degree, which you can use to transfer over, like I just mentioned earlier, to other institutions. And we have baccalaureate degrees as well. We were the first state college in the state of Florida to offer baccalaureate degrees. So front runners in many ways. Next slide. So to expound upon the AS degrees that we offer at St. Petersburg College, these are 3-year degrees. They require a 1 year of general education courses and prerequisites, and then a 2-year program. Some of the most popular ones are our nursing program, very popular. A lot of our students have jobs before they even finish the program. But we also have a plethora of other ones. And as you can see, a long list here that you could take a picture of. I just want to point out a couple that are interesting. Our vet tech program can be taken even if you're in New York or California. It is 100% online if you so choose to take it. The items listed in red are in what I like to call the 50 plus club. These are programs that you can graduate from in 3 years and then go off to earn a salary of $50,000 or more. Now, there are other ones on this list that are also in that club, just to name a few: the digital forensics and computer investigations. That's another one, but there's also others in here as well. So my major point that I'm trying to make is that you can earn over $50,000 after just 3 years. A 4-year education isn't for everyone. So if you fit in that boat, St. Petersburg College might be for you. Next slide, please. So we also offer baccalaureate degrees, like I mentioned earlier. And though we have plenty on the screen, there is an area that I like to focus on that's highlighted in red, and that is the College of Education and all of the programs thereunder. So the reason why I wanted to highlight on these programs is because we are in great need of educators in the state of Florida, and there are a lot of scholarship opportunities, especially for those who may be Black men. Okay, so if you fit into that category, and if you are not sure where it is that you would like to go with your education, maybe you would like to be somebody who gives back to the community and get into education. Like I said, there's a lot of scholarship opportunities. So if you haven't considered it before, you may want to consider it now. Next slide. So one of our major selling points of the college is the cost. So the college tuition debt is a big conversation in the high schools that I go to these days. And to address that, there are many ways that you could save money. Aside from applying for those scholarships and getting that Pell Grant, you can save money by starting at a state or community college. You will still end up with that university degree that says FAMU or all of those other great institutions that we're just presenting, but you could start off at a state or community college and do the entire first 2 years in AA degree in under $7,000. So definitely something to think about when you're going to consider your education, especially if you're going to become a doctor, which requires a large education and is going to require a large amount of money. You could save a lot of money on the front end by starting at a state/community college. Next slide. So we also have opportunities for those who may not be working towards college credit. So say you have your degree already and you would like to get some additional training or education. You want to learn a new language. You want to get industry certified in a particular area. That is something that is very popular at our college as well. So we have the Google IT, the electrical line worker program, or the Amazon AWS certification programs that are very popular at St. Petersburg College. These are on the non-credit side, but these are things that can allow you to earn a great amount of money after gaining these certifications. Won't spend too much time on this slide, but there is a link on the screen if you would like to take a screenshot. Next slide, please. So before I turn it over to Ms. Cheryl, I want to say that This slide is basically everything to make sure that you can stay as a college student at St. Petersburg College. We have a lot of opportunities for wraparound services at our college. And I think this is what makes us different from many other institutions, is because whatever it is that you need, we have it. Aside from providing medical care, we have it all in our shopping mall, like I said earlier. So if you need childcare services, if you need free book lending programs, we've got free bus rides for the PSTA system in Pinellas County. Plenty of other opportunities for all types of students who may be facing difficulties. We ask that you approach us first before dropping out of college, because there's a nine times out of 10, we have something to help keep you in college instead of dropping out. And I'll pass it over to Cheryl after that.
Thank you, Joe. So FAMU, Joel mentioned that we have the Ignite program. So SPC is definitely a proud partner with FAMU through the Ignite program. So that is basically guaranteed admission to FAMU after completing your associate's degree at SPC. So again, there's just another opportunity, another doorway for you to start at SPC, earn that AA degree with guaranteed admission to FAMU as a junior into that major. So here's some of the programs that we have a articulation with. And so there's seven majors that we have pathways developed for. And that's the accounting, biology, criminal justice, engineering, technology, journalism, mechanical engineering, and pre-physical therapy. So again, these are the ones that we have a pathway actually developed, so you'll see exactly what you need to take your first 2 years at SPC, and then what you need to take for your last 2 years once you transfer to FAMU. Now, these are the 7, like I said, that we have the pathways, but because we have such a great partnership with FAMU, we're going to help you with any major that you're interested in going to with FAMU. So you come here, if it's nursing, if it's psychology, another major outside of these majors, we will still support you and we will still help you get to that goal of transferring to FAMU. So again, we talked about those 7 majors. So it is guaranteed admission into those 7 majors to FAMU. And basically, if we work with you and work with you through the Ignite program, we're going to kind of guarantee you any admission into any major as long as you meet all the requirements for that major as well. So some of the perks and benefits of this program is that you meet with your SPC advisor, but you also meet with the Ignite transfer representative. So you do that virtually because number one, I know they are up in Tallahassee and we are in St. Pete, and that's about a 4-5 hour drive up there. But they will actually come onto our campus. So they come onto our campus. We have a FAMU day, once in the fall, once in the spring. Also, this fall is the second time that we're offering the presidential recruitment tour on our campus, where they come down with their connections teams, their performance team, and they help recruit students right out of high school as well. So, so it's just great opportunities, great, like I said, it's just the partnership is just invaluable to us and invaluable to our students. So you have the opportunity to meet with them on our campus, but now that we're getting back into in person more again, we start taking our students to FAMU. So we try to do the preview in the fall and the preview in the spring, and we take a busload of students and we go up there for a day, overnight, whatever we can afford financially to take you. But so you get to step foot on that campus, because it's really important that for us that you get acclimated to FAMU while you're at SPC. So you're considered a FAMU student while you're taking those 2 years at SPC. You can go up there, you can attend their athletic games, their workshops. You can attend the classic that they were talking about. So there's a lot of different things that you can do and be acclimated to FAMU while you're here with us at SPC. And if you get a 3.0 or higher GPA, you also get the Ignite Rattler card. So that's your card, to say, hey, I'm a Rattler through the Ignite program and I can come on your campus and use your facilities. So it's a wonderful opportunity, for students. Again, maybe you don't want to, go straight to a university right away. Maybe, you don't want to take that SAT or ACT and you want to come to SPC, get that AA degree and then transfer. Because once you have that AA degree, they don't look at your SATs and ACT scores anymore. So there's a lot of benefit to coming through this way and starting with SPC and then transferring on. They also offer scholarship opportunities as well through FAMU. So once you transfer to FAMU, you'll have an opportunity to receive a scholarship as well. So I want to show you this really quick testimonial from a student of ours. Hopefully this works well. I'll give you the background on it. Christopher Peterson was an Ignite student at SPC and a star basketball player at SPC as well. And he went on to FAMU this fall and is playing basketball there and is doing wonderful and great. But when he was going to deliver his transcripts to FAMU, he just happened to come by and see that, oh, they're offering a FAMU event on campus. Let me check it out. So he came in, he checked out the event, and I'm going to show you the little clip here so you can see all the great things that happen and why it's so important to attend events that the institutions offer, because you could walk out with some money.
I'm Christopher Peterson, and I'm a business major at SPC. If you meet a whole bunch of people, like your college experience is gonna be like way more fun going to events on campus, seeing what resources they got.
He didn't even have to go to Tallahassee because he met everyone right here at SPC.
I seen like the balloons they had on campus, and then everybody was walking to the building. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be nosy.
You never know what will happen. And sure enough, he was offered on the spot acceptance and the scholarship for $2,000.
That was pretty cool that they did that.
Titan today, Rattler tomorrow.
So I hope everybody heard that one okay. But it was just so exciting that day. Like I said, he just kind of walked into the event and on the spot, they offered him admission to FAMU and they offered him $2,000 for a scholarship to their business school. And he is up there now and doing great things and stuff at FAMU. So we're just really, really proud of him. But, like I said, that's a perfect example of something that can happen if you belong to these programs and you attend the events and that we offer on the campus. Okay, so just to end this, here's our contact. So for Joven Jocelyn, you can give him a call or email him if you have any questions on SPC in general and how to get started. For the Ignite program, please give me a call. I'd love to hear from you, get you involved with our Ignite program, and we'll take all your questions that you have at the end of this program. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Fantastic job to you both. And I'm absolutely excited about what you all are doing to create that feeder, that bridge into Florida A&M University. And I am a fan of the HBCU system overall. Of course, being a graduate of FAMU, I'm a little biased, but you cannot go wrong getting the absolute care and attention that happens on these campuses. It is second to none. And it's an incredible multicultural environment as well, because a lot of people don't know that not only Black people go to HBCUs. So other races, other cultures are absolutely embraced on these campuses. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon, family. Good to see you, Joe, as well as Cheryl. And so we want to let Talladega know that you are going last, and we are bringing up Tennessee State. So TSU and Talladega, those are the last two schools that we are going to feature today. Then we're going to have a very brief Q&A, and then we might party a little bit HBCU style. So I think I've got Carjamin up next. Hey, Carjamin, are you there?
Yes, thank you so much, DJ Vince Adams, and thank you, Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill of America for hosting this awesome HBCU College Fair. My name is Dr. Carjamin Scott, and I am the Director of Digital Recruitment, Enrollment, Partnership, and Virtual Engagement here at the Tennessee State University. I am also a student at Tennessee State University, enrolled at the College of Public Service, which is ranked nationally as the #2 College of Public Service of all HBCUs, earning a certificate in nonprofit management. And I am also a member of my local Jack and Jill chapter. So I am going to share my presentation at this time. And I bring you greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee State University is home to the world-renowned Aristocrat of Bands, the best HBCU band. And the Aristocrat of Bands recently submitted its paperwork to be considered for a Grammy Award as a result of a new gospel album that is available right now on Apple iTunes and other music streaming platforms. So we encourage you to support our Aristocrat of Bands. And I bring you greetings this evening from our president, Dr. Glenda Baskin Glover, who says that we have an awesome responsibility to challenge minds, to change lives, and to ensure the future. Everything we do must be done with that in mind. And so at one time, President Glover was in your shoes, students. She was trying to figure out which school is best for me. And she decided to attend Tennessee State University. And after graduating, she had a successful career in finance and accounting and in higher education at a number of institutions. And she later joined us again, first starting as a student and then again serving as the first full-time serving president of Tennessee State University. So you do not know where your degree can take you. You might end up right back here at TSU serving as a president. So Tennessee State University is home to a number of notable graduates. And so here are just a few listed. If you have one of these pesky devices, which mine never goes off, it's always ringing. Jesse Russell was the inventor of the cell phone microchip. And so technically your cell phone was invented at Tennessee State University. He studied electrical engineering at TSU and worked in wireless communication for over 2 decades. Dr. Deborah Cole was the former CEO of Citizens Bank. She's currently serving on our board of trustees. And she received 2 degrees from Tennessee State, both her bachelor's and her MBA degree from TSU. And she was the longest serving African-American female bank president. And so I know that I just told a story to our college going students interested in an undergraduate program at TSU. But we also have master's programs, graduate certificate programs, which is what I am enrolled in currently, as well as a terminal degree and doctoral degree programs. So there is a program for everyone who is watching this production. Also, TSU is home to a number of world record holding athletes and Olympic champions. Wilma Rudolph is just one of the many. We have a legacy of impacting and creating leaders. She was an international sports icon in track and field, and she represented the United States in the 1956 and 1960 Olympic Games. She studied elementary education and biology at TSU. And then Dr. Levi Watkins revolutionized healthcare. He was the first to successfully implant an automatic defibrillator in a human patient at Johns Hopkins University. And so if you know anyone with a pacemaker, then you owe a debt of gratitude to Dr. Watkins for literally keeping that person alive and making sure their heart continues to beat. And then, of course, one of our most famous graduates is the media mogul and legendary multimedia icon, the Oprah Winfrey. So you can learn more about more of our graduates at tsupointsofpride.com. I would like to share with you some quick facts about TSU. We've been around for over 100 years, so there's nowhere you can go and not find someone who has graduated from TSU. We have an enrollment of over 8,077 students. That was our fall 2021 enrollment. In fact, like many of the HBCUs that you heard from previously, we also experienced record enrollment for this fall 2022. the highest enrollment in TSU's history, I have been told. And our students come from all over the world. So they represent over 46 states and 49 countries. The average ACT score of our students is a 19, and the average GPA is over a 3.0. Although we did have record enrollment, we ensured that we hired the faculty and the professors to assist our students and maintained a ratio of about 15 students per one instructor on average. We are an NCAA Division I institution offering a stellar athletic program. Most recently, we enjoyed a friendly rivalry between Jackson State University and Tennessee State University for the Southern Heritage Classic game. Our football coach is Coach Eddie George, and he has assembled a great team of football players who are representing both academically well and on the football field well for Tennessee State. We also have basketball and track and field and cross country and volleyball for students. Most recently, Robert Covington donated $1 million towards a brand new basketball facility for our men and women basketball players here at TSU. As you may be aware, he was a student at Tennessee State and is currently a professional NBA basketball player. So please do take some time and visit tsutigers.com to learn more about our athletics and support our teams and attend some of our basketball games. We have over 50 different academic programs. However, our top programs are listed before you on the screen. So we offer nursing, business, biology, psychology, history, and health sciences, which we have just built and opened during the pandemic, so less than 3 years ago, a brand new health sciences building. So most students who study biology and nursing, is highly likely that you would take courses in that building. Another huge benefit of Tennessee State, and thank you, Fisk, for shouting us out, is we are located in Nashville, Tennessee, which my partner from Fisk was correct when he had mentioned, and so I'm going to echo what he said. There are a number of businesses that are moving to Nashville, and with business growth bring more people. So there are a lot of people also moving to Nashville. And Forbes has ranked Nashville as a top 3 major city. So out of all of the cities throughout the United States, Nashville is ranked as number 3 according to Forbes. And so just some of the many companies that are headquartered here are Alliance Bernstein and Amazon and Google and Nissan and HCA Healthcare, just to name a few. So we would love for you to take advantage of that. I mean, what does that imply? What does that mean to you? Well, it means that you have opportunities to maybe stay in Nashville. Parents, cover your ears if you wanted your child to go back home. It's likely that you might want to stay in Nashville, get an internship while you are enrolled in college, and then maybe land your full-time career here. We have an excellent career services department that is hosting campus events all the time for our students. So in other words, employers actually come to our campus to recruit our students. We most recently had a representative from the U.S. Department of Labor just within the last 2 weeks, come and speak with our students about job opportunities and remaining marketable and selling themselves. We are also a national smart technology center. So we have partnered with Apple because we believe that all students should have access to learn how to code and create. And so at no cost, after you graduate from Tennessee State, you can come back and get the equipment and get the tools and the training and have the resources that are required to learn how to code and create. Not only are we a historically Black college and university, but we are the only public university in Nashville, Tennessee. So that's also a huge benefit because we are also one of the most cost-effective colleges in the state as well. And so speaking of cost effectiveness, I remember at the top of this presentation, someone talked about scholarship opportunities and financial aid and how deadlines ×3, because he said it 3 times, are so important to follow because scholars get dollars, and the sooner that you apply, the more opportunities you have to get money because money is available first come, first serve. So please write down our FAFSA school code, which is 003522, because when you complete your FAFSA on October 1st, remember he mentioned to make a note to complete your FAFSA on October 1st when it opens, you will include all of the schools that you are interested in on that application, on that free application for federal student aid. And I know you're interested in TSU. You can list like 10 schools. So I know we're in your top 10. So please write down our school code, which is 003522. And that's how our financial aid office will determine what money you are eligible for. We do have scholarships available for students. Of course, scholarships are not guaranteed. However, if you do have at least a 3.0 GPA, it's highly likely that you will be considered and contacted for some type of award. If there are any students that are planning to transfer from their existing school and then attend TSU, there may be scholarships for you as well. We also have a guaranteed community college scholarship for students who are coming from community colleges here in Tennessee. And then we have a prestigious program with Meharry Medical College. And this program enables you to, at an accelerated pace, earn a doctor of dental surgery or a medical doctor degree in as little as 7 years, maybe, depending on your grades and your ambition and your focus, because you could get your biology degree from Tennessee State in 3 years, and then go on to Meharry Medical College for 4 years to get the MD or DDS, and that could be a 7-year program. The Dr. Levi Watkins Tennessee State University to Meharry Medical College program is named in honor of Dr. Watkins, who, remember I mentioned, is credited for being the first to successfully implant an automatic defibrillator in a human patient. And that program includes a full tuition, fees, room and board scholarship, a dorm room in our brand new dorm that just opened this past fall. And I'm really discrediting it by calling it a dorm, because it's not just a dorm. It is a living, learning facility with places for students to eat and Wi-Fi. And I mean, it's an apartment. People want to live in there as their apartment. And it's just a great way for you and for us to create opportunities to improve the healthcare system by having more African Americans represented in those high demand career fields of doctors, dentists, physicians. So if you want to learn more about the Dr. Watkins program, please do contact me. You can actually scan my QR code if you haven't already at any time, and a live chat bot will appear, which will enable you to speak with somebody about any of this stuff if you want to talk to them right now. I'll also, of course, leave you with my email address. General admission to Tennessee State is a 2.5 minimum GPA and a 19 ACT. We do require test scores this year. So for fall 2023, all students must submit a test score and you must have a 19. But if you have a 3.5 GPA, then you are guaranteed admission. So you still have to submit your test scores, but because you have that 3.2 GPA, pardon me, then you are guaranteed admission. We have a robust campus life here. Mr. and Miss TSU are here. The Royal Court is here. Student government, which you could run for. Of course, I already mentioned that we have the best HBCU band. I knew that before HBCU Buzz said that we were #1. We also have the Sophisticated Ladies, and there are some scholarships available for students who join the band and join Sophisticated Ladies. And by the way, of course, they have performed internationally. Of course, they have performed on the White House lawn for President Obama. Of course, they performed in LA during a halftime show when LeBron was playing basketball. Who knows what the teams were? We just know it was LeBron. Obviously, I'm not a basketball fan. And we also have the New Direction Gospel Choir. who has performed on BET Sunday's Best. They've also performed internationally, performed with Bobby Jones. The list goes on and on. We have over 100 student-led clubs and organizations now. And if we don't have the club for you, then we encourage you to start it. There are advisors here that will advise those clubs alongside you so that you can hone in and develop your leadership skills. We have an honors college. You'd have to have a 3.5 GPA and a 25 ACT to be considered for the honors college. We have all Divine Nine Greek letter fraternities and sororities. We just opened our brand new dorm this past August, and I've heard that we're in the process of opening another new dorm pretty soon. So let's wait on the ink to dry on that. I mentioned the new Covington Pavilion, the basketball pavilion. We're in the process of getting a new alumni welcome center, and we recently opened a new health sciences building. So I would like to present to you this really quick video. Kalasia and some other students are a part of this video, and they are going to show you around campus. They're going to talk to you about different places that you can eat on campus. They're going to show you Greek Row, and they're going to show you where the airplane is. So pay attention to what they say, because after they're done, we're going to talk about.
I do have to jump in real quick, Dr. Scott. Is it a 40-second video like the one that we just saw from St. Pete? Because we're a little tight on time. So.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
This is not a 40-second video, but I can give everyone access to it in the chat.
Fantastic.
And they can watch it themselves. I'm happy to do that. Is that okay?
No, that is fantastic. That is absolutely going to be and for all of the participants that are here, along with Dr. Scott, it would be amazing for you to follow the lead of Howard University and as well St. Petersburg and share your contact information. Back to you, Dr. Scott.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much for telling me about the time. I appreciate that. The best way to learn about TSU anyway is to visit us in person. So I will also leave a link for you to register for Fall Preview Day, which is happening on Saturday, October 1st at 10 a.m. Your visit will include, of course, a campus tour. You will learn all of our TSU chants. You will have a ticket to one of our football games. You will explore our beautiful 500-acre spacious campus. And now I'm going to leave you with my contact information and a QR code to apply. So please do apply directly to TennesseeState.edu. Like most of the other colleges here, we're also with the Common Black College app. So you can also apply via Common Black College app. You can email me at any time and I will respond to your email as well. But I do want to be respectful of the time of the other presenters. And I would like to conclude at this time and pass the mic on to our next presenter. So thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see you here in the land of golden sunshine.
Dr. Scott, don't front on us like we didn't see you stunt with this closed caption on the screen, the live time. You know, she just came on real casual, like, yeah, the words are just popping up as I speak. That is absolutely amazing. You can see from the QR codes, from the automatic closed caption, as well as the bot that will come up when you scan. TSU is on the forefront of making some real great things happen. And I love what you said about Fisk and Tennessee State. A lot of people think that because there are strong rivalries like Southern and Grambling or Xavier and Dillard or FAMU and BCU that we are adversaries. Man, we hold each other down so strong. So anyone who went to any of these regional or same area or same city schools, we love them as though they were one of our own, and way to represent Fisk in there with Tennessee State as they did you all at the same time. Thank you so much, Dr. Scott. And so with that being said, we've got a little housekeeping. Here's what's about to happen. One, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. We're going to wrap up shortly. We're going to have a super quick Q&A because I pretty much put all the bows on all the questions. So Talladega College is going to come up, Talladega University. They're going to come up next. But I just want to think back to about, this would be 1987. So 35 years when I was at the McCormick Center and walking around Navy Pier to all of the college tables that were there, and you had to pick up the brochures and sit in different rooms. All of this valuable information is coming direct to your home. It doesn't get any better than this. And we're going to have a virtual swag bag, So the email address that you see for the questions, and also to get the information on the replay or the notification on the replay, we're going to give everybody who emails us there a virtual swag bag. And I'm also going to let you know about a couple other goodies that we talked about behind the scenes. So make sure you use that email address to get more information. And Talladega is on top. Lynn, are you ready to close us out strong? Lon,
Yes.
excuse me, Lon.
All right.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Talladega College, located here in Talladega, Alabama. We are located between Birmingham, Alabama, and Atlanta, Georgia. On behalf of our president, Dr. Gregory J. Vincent, who will be inaugurated in November, I'd like to welcome you to Talladega College. Talladega College is Alabama's oldest private liberal arts HBCU, started back in 1867 by two former slaves, Thomas Tarrant and William Savory. Talladega College is not only Alabama's oldest private liberal arts school, but we are also very small, which gives you the opportunity with that one-on-one with your professors, and they are awesome. Some of our professors have earned the national teaching credentials by the Association of College and University Educators and the American Council on Education. And Talladega College is accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges and University, and we award degrees in the associate's, bachelor's, and master's level. All right, I'm going to try to keep this like real short because I know we're short on time. We here at Talladega College, we're like a family, and what we try to do is to try to remove any and all obstacles to keep you from achieving your ultimate goal, and that is you come here for this. This is what you come here for, a degree. This opens doors. This creates opportunities for you. This creates options for you. And I tell people, my degree from here at Talladega College is comparable to a degree at Harvard or Yale. It just didn't cost as much money. I got a Bentley education for a Ford-focused price. I tell people that the cost to go here at Talladega College is $20,800. That covers your tuition, room and board, books, yes, I said books, and fees. We have over 20 programs here at Talladega College. Our most popular ones are our sciences, which includes biology, chemistry, pre-med, also business, and we also have a master's program, MBA program, also criminal justice, and we also have social work. Here at Talladega College, located here in Talladega, Alabama, we take care of our students. I tell students that we offer, not only does your degree from Talladega College make you competent, confident, competitive, connected, compassionate, and a contributing member of the global community. Now, we are test optional, but if you have at least a 3.0, we can talk about academic scholarships. We also have scholarships in band, choir, athletics, and we are a member school of the United Negro College Fund. I am an advocate about scholarships. We've been talking about this, and I want to piggyback on it as well. There's billions of dollars of scholarship money out there. Make getting a student loan your last resort. I assist our students. I have created what is called the scholarship starter kit that I created that I give to our students. It gives you information and instructions to get started on your scholarships. And then once they get here, billions of dollars in scholarships. Please make getting a student loan your last resort. I'm going to share a story. I had a student who his parents dropped him off last year, and they said, we're not getting no more student loans. So he had a balance. So in January, he came to me and said, my balance is gone. And so I went, called the financial aid. Of course, his balance was gone because we had an anonymous donor that took care of everybody's balance. Had he gotten a student loan, it would not have showed he had a balance and he would have missed out on that money. So that's why I'm an advocate about scholarships. It is better to invest a few hours filling out a scholarship application as opposed to taking years to pay back a student loan. We have to transform this building, to transform this campus. We've gotten 3 new facilities. We've gotten a new museum. We've got a new state-of-the-art student center where I'm standing in now, which we've got an arena-style basketball court and gymnasium. And then we also opened up a new residence hall where you actually have your bathrooms in your room. And we have 3 types of living styles. You have your communal, you have your suite styles, and then you have your private rooms. With that being said, I'm just going to try to close it out as being real short, because I know that we have like a lot of questions that may be coming up, but I tell people I came from California. They kept me here. I'm still here in Alabama, but the quality of education that I got here at Talladega College was phenomenal. It adequately prepared me for graduate school, because I tell people that my degree from Talladega College, it prepared you. Over 80% of our students go on to graduate school. So we look forward to getting you come here, prepare you, and then sending you out to make that mark on the world.
I think that was a mic drop right there, Lon. Way to bring it in. And you can sell water to a whale. He was like, you can get a Bentley education for a Ford Focus.
I got a Bentley education for a Ford Focus price.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that energy on the end. That's exactly what we needed. Talladega doing it big in Bama. Absolutely love you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us. And
thank you for having us.
There it is, right behind me. This is the perfect way for us to bring everything home. Let me let you know what's about to happen right now. Chandra Carter, our incredible president, you heard from her on the front end. We want to bring her in on the back end because she absolutely did not do this alone, but it was her will, her vision that said, you know what? I think we should bring this thing back virtual for another year. And I know that it saved them a lot of resources, but at the same time, it's expanded the reach coast to coast. And without further delay, Chandra, are you here with, oh, there you are. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you, DJ Vince.
You got it. Bring us home.
What an amazing night. Can everyone hear me?
Oh yeah, it's on you.
Okay, thank you. What an amazing night. I want to try to thank everyone as quickly as possible. Thank you to our sponsors, Neal Communities, Flynn Law Firm, Tree of Knowledge, and Shorecrest. Thank you to all of our partners, members of the Divine Nine, Shorecrest, and any others I may have missed. All of the colleges and universities, thank you for the wealth of knowledge. Thank you for your time. Thank you to your commitment to our young scholars. To the HBCU committee, thank you guys for your tireless hours and commitment and hard work. I want to send a special kudos and thank you to the committee chair, Mom Crystal Pruitt. Thank you to the moms of the Suncoast chapter for your support. DJ Vince Adams, thank you for your professionalism. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for keeping us on schedule. I want to thank the attendees for taking time, like I mentioned in the video, to invest in yourself. My goodness, you had so much information just sitting right from your homes. The last thing I want to say before I close is the party continues. It continues in person on Saturday. We have an in-person college preparatory session on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at Shorecrest in St. Petersburg. The event is free, but we do ask that you please register just so we can make sure we have enough materials for everyone that's coming. And the way that you register for that is HBCU Fair, FAIR, 2022.eventbrite.com. Again, the event is free. We just ask that you please register so we make sure we have enough materials for everyone who's coming. Thank you, everyone, for your time this evening. Again, thank you, DJ Vince Adams. I appreciate you and your partnership over the years.
You've got it. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your vision as well, Chandra. Oh, man, this is absolutely great. But like all great things, they come to an end. Thank you so much to the Suncoast chapter of Jack and Jill of America for having me for a second year for this virtual celebration and presentation. We want to let you know that we are recording this and we're going to post it in a place that everybody can not only review the information you saw, but also share it with other people because people need the information that was shared today. So on behalf of the 11 schools as well, we had SAT, ACT, scholarship, financial aid information on behalf of the 14 presenters, all of our partners, and of course, Flynn Law, thank you for being an amazing banner sponsor along with Neal Communities. You all were the greatest, and we want to thank you for your time, your effort, your blessings, and your participation. As a little bald-head guy used to say on HBO back in 1991 on Friday nights, thank you for coming out. God bless. Trish, great job. Chemist, you killed it. Good night.